In the world today, there are a lot of struggling marriages and there is an increased number of divorce. The truth is, if these marriages that are currently struggling and even the ones that are currently undergoing divorce proceedings, if they have gotten the right counsel on time, a lot of this hard work wouldn't have ever come to reality. So, are you married and you are still struggling with one or two things that I'll be mentioning in this video? That is a pointer that you need to go for marriage counseling with your spouse or only you as an individual to undercover some of the things that might be going on and get the right solution to figure out what is going on. Now, here are the signs that you need to go for marriage counseling ASAP. Now, the first sign is when there is a communication breakdown in your marriage. Now, how does communication breakdown play out? It is a massive concept. So, I would like to just talk about it a little so that you understand. Now, communication breakdown in marriage or relationship happens when you and your partner are no longer understanding each other when you communicate. You don't understand each other when you are communicating. One is reacting, one is on the offensive, the other is trying to manage the situation, or both of you are trying not to manage the situation. The other person is not understanding that, oh, this person is hot right now and just need to express themselves. Okay, I need to listen. Both want to speak at the same time, both want to express their pain at the same time, both want to get angry at the same time. One is saying, when I talk, you don't understand, or you don't want me to say my mind. Now, a whole lot of things that have to do with communication happens. Communication breakdown. Now, another part of communication breakdown is when there is total avoidance. That is, you both are avoiding each other in terms of having serious communication or talking about things that you are supposed to talk about, or you are totally not even interested in engaging in any form of conversation. Now the woman come back from work and say, our food is ready, say thank you, they eat and go back, go straight to bed. Nobody is starting a conversation, nobody is trying to say, try and tell me what happened. Even when the other person asks her, how was work today? The other person is like, fine. There is no push of gist me. There is nothing. There is total avoidance when it comes to having conversation with your partner or communicating with your partner. Now, it also manifests when there are angers or resentment or issues that have triggered you and you are finding it hard to talk to your partner. Now, some of these things can look like emotional abuse, especially if you have one person always at the upper hand of it. Now, I pray we'll get there through this video. If not, I will explain in another video. Now, so this is how it plays out. Let's say the man, I would like to give an example. Let's say the man and the woman. So the man, for example, is offended by the actions of the woman or by what the woman said or did. Now, the man actually want to vent. The man want to talk to the woman and say, oh, this is what you did, I don't like it, and this is kind of making me not to feel comfortable having a conversation with you or fostering any communication or trying to strengthen our communication bond. Now, that's the man. But the man cannot just go straight to have this conversation with the woman. Why? Because oftentimes when the man goes to the woman to have this conversation, the man will always get the heat. The man will always get the heat. Now, the woman is going to do things and say things like, oh, you don't tell me how I offend you. You don't know what you did to me that made me react that way. Oh, you are the reason why I behave like that. Oh, you don't talk to me like that. Oh, now, when this continues, what happens? The man is gradually going to withdraw back to his shells and will totally be offended, and that offense is going to make him not to ever want to have a conversation with you as the woman. you know why? You have gradually made him to now learn how to tiptoe around you when he's offended. Do you see that? Now, the accumulation of different circumstances and situations of this type of thing, or looking similar to this type of thing, is going to increase and looks like communication breakdown, or be part of the reason why communication breakdown in your home, your marriage, or relationship. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it means that this is also a part of what? Communication breakdown, and it is also a form of emotional abuse, because you are not allowing your partner to express their hurt or how you hurt them. You are not allowing it. Now, this can link to your personal, like the example I gave. It is possible that the woman detests criticism. The woman hates to be called, oh, you are flawed or you are wrong. Now, the woman kind of do not find any reason why she should be wronged. Now, it can also be as a result, especially in marriages or relationships, where there is a very wide gap of either intellectual background or exposure, or that is the age between them. That is, sometimes it can be a generation gap. Now, why? This, what is important to one is not always important to the another. Do you understand? Maybe in a millennial generation person might not pay attention to some certain things, but a Gen Z will. Now, when the millennial comes and say, oh, babe, you offended me, this, now the Gen Z might be like, I was that one, that doesn't mean anything. Now, generational gap can affect and foster communication breakdown. So now it's not looking like it's only communication breakdown I'll be able to talk about in this video, because it's already long. Now, what is the solution when there is a communication breakdown? Truth be told, when there is communication breakdown and there are different reasons, it can even be hurt, can be even be unforgiveness, can be bitterness, can be a whole lot of reasons that can cause communication breakdown. I just gave you how communication breakdown looks like and few reasons. Now, I want you to understand that communication breakdown cannot be totally resolved by you two as couples. Do you know why? Emotion is already involved, sentiments are already there. So what do you need to do? That is one of the major signs that you need marriage counseling or couples therapy. Do you know why? Now, if you try to resolve this yourself, you are going to intensify it. So you will need a blueprint or a template on how to go back and resolve it after there is a mediator. And the mediator is the external force, the third party, who is going to try and say, pacify you both. Like, oh, you are wrong here, sir. Oh, you are wrong here, ma. Oh, this is what you should do, sir. Oh, this is what you should do, ma. Now, everybody is happy. You know, sometimes when you want to, I don't want this video to be long. Sometimes when you are very hurt by what people did and you saw another person that is able to say, oh, that person was actually wrong, the person wronged you, there is a calmness it brought to you. You feel reassured that after all, I was not overreacting. After all, I was right. You understand? Now, this is the kind of emotion that therapy and counseling help you to bring in at this point where there's communication breakdown. Now, it will help to re-strengthen that communication breakdown, and you and your partner, we have to communicate about a whole lot of things that has been happening or that you feel you couldn't communicate. Do you understand? When your communication is strengthened, every other aspect of your marriage will gradually be fixed, unless there are bigger issues, which I'm going to talk about as some of the reasons why you should see a marriage counselor or go for marriage or relationship counseling as couple or as individual. Now, what do I now encourage you to do? Number one, if your partner is kind of resisting and saying they don't want to go for counseling, please encourage them. Please pray about it, because at that particular time in your relationship or in your marriage, if things are not handled with care and with professional expertise, a whole lot of things can go sour. Once again, my name is Counsellor Presh. To book a session with me, you can click the link in the bio or send a WhatsApp message to the number on your screen. Follow me on all my platforms, including YouTube. Thank you very much and God bless you. This video will continue from here in another time. Bye bye. Thank you.